What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel.
Wait a minute. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. And today, we're gonna do a Q&A. When we did the boyfriend makeup tag, there was a lot of questions from a few particular things that we talked about. So we figured, let's talk about it. Let's do a Q&A.
So we asked everyone on Snapchat and Twitter what questions they had for us, and we picked our favorites.
So let's get started.
Well, it started with me hitting him in the DM for one.
It goes down in the DM. We met on Instagram. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I don't even think it's crazy because where do people meet? Bars, clubs.
Things that we don't do.
I'm gonna shock everybody with a fun fact. I don't drink alcohol and I've never drank before. So I know a lot of you at home are probably like, bitch, yeah, right. I've never drank before. I've never sipped a beer or tried alcohol. Now I know that's really hard to fathom, but not my thing. I think meeting people online has been going on since the MySpace days. Now I think if people date online and never meet, that's a little weird for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So he hit me up.
Yeah, and
I responded because I was like, damn. We started talking online, we started texting, you know, online to texting, and then texting led to phone calls and FaceTimes, and then we decided a few months later to meet in person.
basically what happened was I showed up at the airport and he was busy with something, so he didn't come pick me up face to face, so I didn't know if I was getting catfished or what was going on. So
now let me explain it because I don't want to sound shady. I had a shoot that ran late, so
understandable.
And he landed at a time where if you don't live in LA and you've never been here, the traffic is the worst, number one worst place in all of America. So he landed at like rush hour, so yeah. I was like, fuck, oh my god, can you just take a taxi to my house and I'll meet you there? So he pulled up and
it felt like we had met for years, that we've known each other for years. It was really...
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. Usually my heart would be racing. I mean, especially in this situation, since I've never flown to meet anybody for one and never even been in California. So
that's an intimidating scenario.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you know, I don't really meet guys online. So when he landed and came over, I opened the door and it was like an old friend almost. It was like somebody that I'd known for a really long time, and I just felt really comfortable, which is not like me. Like, most people are fucking shady. Most people are just crazy, first of all. And I just felt really comfortable and I just felt like myself.
Well, the thing is with that, I mean, it's not about gender, it's more so about having connection with somebody, and that's just something that clicked with me and him, so. And
it was unexpected.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people are really stuck in labels, and I feel like if our society would just open up a little bit more, be a little bit more open-minded, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But, you know, everyone's born to think girls like pink, boys like blue. Take a second and think about that. Like, your parents are basically mapping out your opinions for you. So it's crazy. Imagine if a baby was born without knowing anything about sexuality or gender, how would that person end up? It's just something cool to think about, and I think what's really cool about Nathan is he doesn't need a label. I know everyone wants to label him, and I think, you know, we say, well, he's straight, so, well, you guys are labeling him. Well, he's only been with women his entire life until meeting me, and I think that doesn't make someone bisexual, that doesn't make someone anything. I think it just makes Nathan Nathan. I just think that gender is just irrelevant, and if you love somebody, you love somebody, and I really think it's black and white. So Nathan came to California first, and I hadn't been to Michigan to visit his family yet, so when things kind of started getting serious, you know, I'm not really into long distance, so I was like, damn, I really like this fool. So every 2 weeks I started to fly to Wyoming, Michigan, because I'm the type of person that's like, if I like somebody, I cannot wait months to see that person. I'm like a now type person. So when I flew there for the first time, I was like, oh my God, are parents gonna hate me? Are they gonna think I'm crazy? Are they gonna love me? Like, I didn't know what to expect. So
neither did I. I had no idea what was ahead of us.
You know, and these are, you know, Midwest people, like they're from Michigan. So, you know me, I'm like, either it's gonna go like good, really good, or really bad. So when I got to his house for the first time, mom and dad were there, and it was amazing. Like, everything was dope. They made me feel so at home and comfortable in my own skin. Like, there was never any weird moments. They're just normal people. Like, they're dope. And we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yes.
First night, we had mom and dad hitting the blunt, and they never smoke weed, you know? And they, what, you had...
I've never even smoked with my mom before, and maybe once with my dad, so that was...
He was like, what? And I'm all
they came out of the shell.
Yes,
a little bit.
They did. It was cool. And his mom loves makeup, so we got to, you know, bro down and talk about makeup. It was really cool.
I never really had a thing for skincare or had routines or anything like that, so my face is just kind of like doing its own thing until I met this cutie.
When I meet someone, I'm like such a fixer. I'm like, okay, so let's start toning, moisturizing. So Nathan did nothing. He like, how'd you wash your face before we met? It's in the shower?
Yeah, my mom bought me some shit to use in the shower, so.
So now that he lives in California, he tones every morning to get off all that dirt and oil. He moisturizes, the basics for a dude.
A lot of moisturizing. I have very dry skin, so.
Yes. Our first date was really cute. We went to the Santa Monica Pier and we had dinner on the beach.
Yes, it was very lovely.
I love the ocean.
Likewise.
And it was really cute. We just walked on the beach and talked. Like, I'm all about good conversation. I don't need to be wine and dine. Like, I just want to hang out with someone that's a real ass person. So
amen to that.
It was cool. We spent just hours on the beach talking and
walking around
and just being cute.
Separate work from home? Shit, we don't. Work is home. Like, everything revolves around work here.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing, because without work, we'd be homeless.
There's that.
You know, we're learning. It's cool that now that Nathan and I have been together for a year, it's our 1-year anniversary this month.
Yes, it is.
We're learning. You know, it's all about relationships are all about give and take, and you know, I haven't had someone live with me in a long time, so it's a learning process for me, which is fun and scary at the same time.
Yeah, and I've always lived at home with my parents, so I've never lived with anybody besides that.
Yep, and if you don't know this, Nathan works at my warehouse, so
I ship yo lipsticks.
So a lot of the times me and my assistant are at home working or traveling and doing meetings, going to makeup labs. Nathan makes sure that the warehouse is running smoothly and that everyone's packages are getting out. So it is hard because after a long day, I'm like, so how was the warehouse? What happened? And he's just like, oh my God, I just want to chill and relax. So
smoke a joint. So
it's a lot of give and take. It's cool. We're learning each other still.
Yeah.
Well, I'm obsessed with Cops. And did you ever watch it before me?
Rarely.
We watch about 5 episodes a night or I can't go to sleep.
Yeah, it's funny.
We're not really like obsessed with TV. We're really more into movies. Nathan is like obsessed with movies.
It's like my escape.
It's his drug.
Yeah, it really is. I got quite the collection.
We got a huge movie library. I love movies. You know, I'm also really into reading books. So sometimes I'll read a book while he's watching a movie on the couch. As long as we're near each other, I'm fine. Well, obviously Nathan wears the pants and I wear the panties. Next question. All right, let me answer this one. So I have my whole body tattooed, and let me tell you something. Either you think it's a curse or it's not. In my world, it's a curse. So every friend, best friend, or even like a ex-business partner that I got their names on me, 2 months later. So we're gonna not do that. Ever. Well, I think for me, I've been doing this for a long time. I've lived my life on the internet since I first got out of high school, so I've heard it all. Listen, no one can hurt my feelings. I've been called everything in the sun. So to me, it's just an annoyance that my finger has to use an extra muscle to block somebody. That's pretty much it. But I think for him, like, he never experienced, you know, thousands of people like writing him, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, no, not really. It never really crossed my mind. I focus more on like uploading things and, you know, just doing things that are pleasing to my eye and that look pleasing to me.
He loves pictures.
Yeah, I really do.
Like, he doesn't sit there on the couch for hours and focus on comments and all that. Like, the cool thing about him is he doesn't care about this. Like, this doesn't define him. He's not obsessed with his phone. He's not always on it. It's nice, like when we're around each other, we actually spend time with each other.
Yes, yeah.
The cool thing about Nate is like he's an open book. Like, we have the passwords to each other's phones. I think when people hide that, you're obviously hiding something.
Obviously.
If your spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend can't look on your phone and you're acting shady, you're doing something shady.
Downright simple. Pretty much amazing at this point, you know, like we get along very well. We have the same interests.
And I don't have a period. Next.
Amen. Just checking out some Snapchat questions right now. Are you top, bottom, or verse? When are you going to marry Nathan?
Y'all are scandalous. Okay, next. Ooh, that's a deep one. I think that when someone's supposed to be in your life, they're going to be. Now, I will get real deep for a second, and you know, a lot of the times when you are someone that is androgynous and, you know, gender fluid, and you're like, you know, you're in the middle, it's hard for people to want to be like public about you. Like, there's a lot of dudes that are down, you know, behind closed doors, and they want to keep things secret because we live in such a closed-minded society where it's, you know, dating, you know, a guy in makeup or a girl that looks like a dude, like, it's just not fully accepted yet, which is so sad. So I think a lot of people have a hard time finding somebody who's just like Nathan, where they just don't give a fuck. They're just, that's it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's not an issue.
That don't though.
All right, guys, and that is the end of our Q&A for now. We'll do part 2 soon. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.
Till next time.